Breaking news, baby dolls. The SEC, the puppet wing arm scum, have just announced that the spot Bitcoin ETF filings are inadequate. I have the actual journal article here. It literally came out 60 seconds ago, baby dolls. We are bringing it to you live. No one else does it as good as me. That's what she said. Have a look at this. We are behind a paywall. Wall Street Journal, you're not getting any of my money. It's a bear market. You could suck it. So this was to be actually expected, friends. There is a timeline for the ETF, and it does not have to come in straight away. The next date is August of this year. By the end of August, I think August 18th to the 23rd. So August 18th to 23rd, that was the next date for the ETF to basically go through another process where they tell you whether or not it is adequate or not, right? Is it going to make the cut? Now, we're watching Bitcoin right now sink into the poopy lands right now. It's dropping. It's dropping. Of course, it's just a 1 minute chart, friends. Like, no, we're down 3%. Who cares? Who cares? Whatever. There's a lot of these shakeouts going to happen along the way, baby dolls. So there are multiple steps. The final date that the ETF has to be approved by is in March 2024. So every few months, there's a multiple step process, and then they do a check on it, and they go, well, we're either going to go through or we're not going to go through. If I was to speculate here, the SEC saying the spot ETFs suck right now, what they're basically saying is that what they're doing, friends, is, okay, there's a US election next year. You know that country, United States of America? Shout out to all the Yankees. If you believe how politics works, how they want to get in with the favor of the people, it makes sense that they're going to push this out until 2024 so that it starts helping the polls and helping people to remember the good, positive sentiment coming on. Because right now, crypto is a poopy issue when it comes to Joseph Biden team, etc. So this is just playing politics, for example. You know, this is what they got to do. They got to save up the ammo, and they don't want to release it right now so that it looks more favorable as we move into 2024 and we begin the US presidential elections, and it might even become an issue. So right now we're looking at this poopy price going, bang. Okay, this is just going to happen, baby dolls. You know, if I bring you the main big chart, this is the weekly chart, and you can see, like, look at this wittle candle, friends. Wow, look at this wittle candle. Can you see that? This is this tiny little candle. Yes, that's the pain and turmoil and destruction we see right now. So this is the weekly chart, and this is a super trend. We've been procced green since January 2023 this year. We have not changed at all. We've pulled in twice to my golden ropes. It is what it is. We're just going to see things like this appear. It's so amazing to see the timing of these. It's crazy, friends. You know why? Because if you draw this out here, you just draw this resistance line here. Bitcoin is closing at 31,000, and then bang, this news comes like right on cue just to let everyone know, hey, we are at resistance and you have to calm down. You've got to stop doing what you're doing, and you've got to behave like a good boy and wait until the time is clear. You know, when you observe these, it's very hard not to be conspiratorial because you're looking at them thinking like, this is absolutely insane. You're watching these unfold right at specific points, wondering, how the hell is this not all planned? Something is clearly going on because you're watching these and you're like, well, their announcements came like the most perfectly timed things. You see this zone right here? We pulled right in, and that was them with the SEC saying, you're all going to zero. And now we come up here, they go, what? ETFs, they're currently not adequate. So you're going to see this time and time again, friends. So along the way, there's just these shakeouts. It's just everybody who's not 100% sure of everything occurring. They're going to sit down and they're just going to look for any reason to click the sell button and get out. I will say, of course, I'm not worried. I saw a lot of this behavior over and over again in 2019, 2020, okay, along the way. This is just what it is. It's hope and disbelief rinsing out. And you're all familiar with the Wall Street cheat sheet that I have here for you because you're a baby doll, baby cake, and we're bringing this to you live. Disbelief here. This is a sucker's rally. But if we go to the other side, look at this. This rally will fail like all the others. This hope and disbelief takes so much time to actually rinse. We have already had one full round. That we can't argue about. We got a bit of a hope part. We came with the USDC depegging, and then we witnessed the pain. Look at this. Obviously, this is when we came in. We had the hope rally. We came up, and then, USDC depegging, no. And then we came up to the hope part. Do you remember? This is when we had the peppy run, and then we came with disbelief, like, the SEC, nothing's never gonna have a bull market ever again, right? And then we just came up, the BlackRock ETF giving us some hope, and then they're doing these wordy words, etc. We're watching this live, friends. I'd just like to let you know this will wear you down. That's why I will bring you some good facts, some good evidence, some good friendship, some fluffy slippers. I like to put this on a weekly chart so you can just sit down and chill out, have this nice super trend, because we are super friends. It's still green. We don't have to worry. If you want to go back in history, the weekly time frame is a very long time frame. And when it stays in one trend, it can stay there for months and months and months and months. On average, Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, it's only changing directions 1 to 2 times a year. That's it. So this was red. We just stayed red. It was poopy times. We had the zombie virus, and then we went green for a long time. This was the whole bull market. Red again, green, red. So I like these. This is what you really want to do. You don't want to go down to these super short-term mindsets and short-term time frames, right? So even along the way, I'd like to bring you, if you allow me, please, with your consent, this is the Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle with Bitcoin, and you can see this is the Bitcoin halvening. Okay, see with this vertical line, this is the Bitcoin halvening, the pump and dump. We went pump, then we jumped into the Bitcoin halving. But you can even see before it, along the way, we spent a few months to grind along my golden ropes before we pumped up into the halvening. So we don't know if this is gonna 100% repeat, but it is one of the 2 possibilities in the bull side as a potential occurrence as we move into the Bitcoin halvening, which is April 2024. So for all we know, we could just be grinding along. We'd even pop up a bit, grind along this moving average, and then we start to front run that BlackRock ETF. Or maybe this thing's just a fake out and we go even faster. We don't know, but as long as the trend has not moved, we can't argue with what's happening right now. Everything is 100% fine. There's no cause for concern. What you actually want to see is knee-jerk reactions to news like this, because it tells me we are exactly where we should be, because this is bringing me deja vu, friends. This is what you want to see. I want to see these little things appear, these little patterns, these little like third eye readings, if you will, and you want to just see these little things repeating history, because it gives you confidence that, hey, we've been here before. So yes, this is what we're actually going to appear. This is the rinsing. Welcome to the rinse, friends. If you ever wonder why do people hold for such a long time, and I can show you right now, this is obviously Bitcoin. Okay, so I know a lot of people, they held a long time in this way, the bear market, okay, a long time. Bitcoin halving, they were out. They were out either on the zombie virus, around the Bitcoin halvening, or they sold right here, okay? Many places, and it's because of the rinse. It was exactly this chart that I've shown you right here. It's because this is the part of a bit of happiness, disappointment, over and over again. It is very, very critical and painful. So, when we're going up, something's happening, right? So a lot of people, we just decide to hold. That's the easy part. But on the way down, things are happening, things are moving. So people are almost too scared sometimes to really throw everything out. And so they'll come and consult. So when you're watching these, you're like, is crypto dying? Is crypto dying? And what I've actually found is a lot of people do panic, friends. A lot of people actually, yes, do panic. But then there is this depression phase where still people don't do anything. A lot of people don't do anything. But it's when we start to recover. It's in what we're watching right now, the disbelief part. When we start to get a bit of hope, and people start to realize that maybe their break-even point is closer than they think, and it gets taken away. So we start to get here because you got to remember a lot of people now, this is just Bitcoin. In the altcoins, it's much worse. The biggest volume node for Bitcoin is around 37,000. What we might find is people have rationalized with themselves. Obviously, they did not want to take an enormous loss down the bottom. All the altcoins are down, but you will find many people are happy. They're going to be break even here. They're happy to take minus 20, minus 30% loss. They just want to be done with it. They just want to get out. And so every single time there is any bit of bad news, knee-jerk news, you're going to just see them react like the way you're seeing here. I put on like a 3-minute chart. Like, oh, we're going down to the floor. What's happening? So this is why. This is psychology behind why you're seeing what you're seeing. You're seeing just everybody a bit schizophrenic, everyone going nuts. But I just want you to know this is completely normal market behavior, and we're going to make it together. Screw the SEC, Gary Gensler, puppet wing arm for the US government. We're going to see how this plays out, friends. There are probably going to be more modifications. People are going to sleep on it and think of it, and then we're going to move on from here. Don't forget to tell mum and dad we're still going to make it, friends. The Bitcoin ETF, it's still going to happen. We started rallying without them. Something, they got an emergency call somewhere. They just want to chew up a few words and to make people panic. It is what it is. Don't let us stop you, friends. We're still going to hold. Don't stop believing. Like, subscribe, press the bell button and all. I'm going to catch you in the next one.